Hello everyone. Today we discuss about building construction technology module 1 foundation, and in a foundation subtopic is a question. So before starting of the question, first we discuss about what is question. So question is derived this word from the French, and question word French word is a caisse. So caisse means box, and it is relatively large deep of foundation, and it is a box of structure in a shape of rectangular round, which is sunk from the water surface of water or land to desired depth, and it is permanent structure and a part of substructure. Now here uses of the cation, one by one we discuss. Transferring the load of superstructure to hard strata, and second use of the cation is a use for a foundation of bridge, pier, abutment, and in a river or lake. And third one use is a to improve core wall of earth dam. And fourth use of the cation is to provide an access to a deep shaft or tunnel. Now here some of the material used in a cation is a RCC, steel, timber, and cast iron. So one by one we discuss. So here one of the RCC. So here reinforced concrete, cement concrete material is used in a cation, and steel. Second is a steel. Third one is a timber. So generally timber is not widely used in a casioning work, and fourth one is a cast iron material. So here types of the caisson is given. So here main three types of the caisson. First is a box caisson, second one is a open or well type of the caisson, and third one is a pneumatic type caisson. So here box caisson is open at the top and close at the bottom. Second is a open or wall type caisson is open at the top and bottom, both the side caisson is open. And in a pneumatic caisson, close at the top and open at the bottom. Clear? So here three types of the caisson. So one by one we discuss. So in a box caisson, so already we discussed box caisson is a open at the top and close at the bottom, and it is strongest watertight vessel open at the top and close at the bottom, made of a timber, steel, or RCC material, and it is built on a land and then after float on a water, and then after floating of the water, tide fix the position and place on a position, and mainly it is used for a shallow depth and for a lightweight structure. The caisson is this type of the caisson is sunk by filling the sand, gravel, or concrete in the empty space inside. See this figure. In a inside box we fill up the sand, gravel, and concrete, and the place where the caisson is based is rest must be leveled, and such a box caisson are used in place where the strata of sufficient bearing capacity is available near the ground. And in a normal practice, the soft natural bottom soil of a riverbed is dragged out to a some of the depth, and the trench thus form is filled with sand have a leveled base. Now here some of the shapes of the caisson is given. So open or well caisson, so singular circular shape, twin circular shape, dumbbell shape, double D shape, twin hexagonal shape, and twin octagonal shape, and rectangular shape. Now next is a well component. So here cutting edge. So one by one we discuss about the component. So first component is a cutting edge. So in this figure we exactly seen at the bottom, cutting edge is a provider sharp edge at edge provided at the bottom of the uh, well, and at the bottom of the well, sharp edge to cut the soil during the sinking operation. Next is a curb. So here curb is provided. See in the figure at the bottom. So while curb during the sinking, it is act as a extension of cutting edge and provide a support the well, and it is made of RCC. Next is a standing. Next component is a standing. So it is main body of the well made of RCC or masonry with a minimum thickness of 45 centimeter. So here in a figure, see the hatching line. Hatching line show the standing, and fourth one component is a bottom plug. So bottom plug at the end or bottom of the figure, you usually see in the bottom plug, so made of the concrete and designed for an upward load equal to the soil pressure minus self weight of the bottom plug and sand filling. Next is a top plug. So top plug is a top plug. It supports the well cap, and well cap it is transferred the load from pier to the well. And next is sand filling. So it is transfer a portion of the load from the well cap to bottom. So sand filling always done at the hollows inside the hollow side. Next type of the caisson is a pneumatic caisson. This type of the caisson is a close at the top and open at a bottom. Now the water is excluded from the caisson chamber by means of compressor. The working chamber and a shaft are made airtight in order that the workman may carry out excavation work underneath the caisson, and the water may not find it anyway inside from the below. The pressure of compressor in the shaft is kept just higher than that of the water at the depth. Each caisson has a two airlock. The one airlock workmen go down for the working, while through the other excavated material is taken out. And the airlock is essential consist of the steel chamber having a two airtight. One door of the chamber serves as an empty for man and material from outside into steel chamber, and the other door lead to the air shaft. When a workman enters the airlock from the outside, the pressure inside the airlock is the same as that of the outside atmosphere. Thereafter, the outside door is closed and the pressure inside the airlock is raised slowly. When the pressure inside the airlock become equal to the pressure in a caisson. The method of providing the foundation is complicated, expensive and very slow. So however, in place where it is rather difficult to use a bulky equipment required for an alternate method, pneumatic caisson appear to be one of the choice. The chief advantage of this method is the entire operation of sinking of the caisson can be carried out under a control of conditions. The method provides better facility for removing obstruction, inspection of work, and concerting and concreting of a foundation bed. This type of the caisson is suitable depth for a 25 to 40 meter and also for a higher depth. So here figure of the pneumatic caisson is seen. Here figure of the pneumatic caisson is seen. So in this figure, compressed air supply pipe is given, then after bucket is given, bucket for removing of the material, and there are two airlock is given. So one airlock for removing the material, and second airlock for the enter or exit of the worker, and here working chamber is provided at the bottom and cutting edge is provided at the bottom of the pneumatic caisson. Now pneumatic caisson thickness. When the worker working under compressed air inside the working chamber, they suffer certain type of the disease when they return the atmospheric pressure. The disease is known as a Cation sickness or Cation disease. The main symptoms of the disease are uh, vertigo, double vision, headache, trouble to speaking, and pain in a body. So these are the main five symptoms is seen. So vertigo, there are five symptoms. It says vertigo, double vision, headache, trouble to speaking, and pain of body. So pumedication sickness percussions. So no person should work for more than one shift in a day. Second precaution is a shift should not exceed 12 hours. Now third one is the temperature of the working chamber should not temperature of the working chamber should be maintained 25 degrees centigrade. The main lock should be well ventilated. And fifth one is a person with a strong heart, low blood pressure, and a good circulation should be employed on a work. And sixth one is the use of the alcoholic drink should be prohibited. And seventh one is a medical facility or a chamber should be provided near to the work. And eighth one is a worker should take a enough meal before the starting of the shift. And ninth one is all the passages, shaft, etc. of the cation should be well ventilated or properly lighted. And tenth one is the worker use main lock for entry, interval, and exit. So here one video for you of a pumedication. Generally pumedication used in a underground structure, and like a bridge like bridge construction, in a bridge construction like railway bridge or regular road traffic bridge. So here first we excavate the some of the area, and then after working chamber is fixed, and after working chamber fixing, at the bottom cutting gauge is required, and due to compressed air we remove the inside water and also some of the material. So here this bumedication look like working on a this methodology like we put a one cup or one glass in a water. Here from the bottom machinery is excavated, and from the material lock remove the entire material, excavated material, and remove entire material from the lock, and by forcefully total total pumedication is inserted in a ground. Next is a sinking of cation, air and water jet. Second is a blasting, third one is a loading, and fourth one is a sand island. So one by one we discuss. And water jet. In this method water jet are provided near the cutting edge level to reduce the skin friction, and the air of water is forced to the jet, which facilitated to sinking the cation. Second is a method is a blasting. So in this method the explosive are used to remove the obstruction from a obstructions such as a rock, boulder, etc., and facilitate the sinking of cation. The cutting edge is clear and suitable charge of explosive is provided at the depth of about 1 or 2 meter below the curb level. And third one is a loading. applied uniform load on the top of the caisson to facilitate sinking. So in a last side we exactly seen the one video. So here in a loading method is applied. So here forcefully on the top of the caisson uniform load is applied. Second, fourth one is a sand island. So this method is also known as a artificial island method. So it is adopted when the subsoil conditions are not in a position to keep the caisson stable. So in this method, sinking a steel cylinder around the side of the work and then filling this cylinder with a sand and other material. The caisson is sunk through the filling material. And next is a problems in a well sinking. So the major three problem. First one is a sand blowing, second one is a tilting of well, and third one is a shifting of well. So here one by problem we discuss of one by one problem. So the sand blowing is a first problem. The trouble of sand blowing take place during the process of dewatering of well passing through the sandy strata. The ground around the well strata breaking up and a wide crack are formed. The fall of sand in caisson is so sudden and huge in amount of depth of about 3 to 15 meter of sand. When the sand blowing occur, dewatering of the caisson should immediately discontinued, and bundle of grass or some such a filling material should be placed all around to control the sand blowing. Second is a tilting of well. Second type of the problem is tilting of well. When the well sink more or one side than the other, it is known as a tilt. The tilting is mainly due to unequal dragging or ununiform or non-uniform bearing power of the soil. The following method are used to control the tilting. So control of dragging, eccentric loading, third one is a pulling of the well, and fourth one is a pushing by jack. So here control of the dragging. So we pull, see this figure, we pull by the rope and we fix the caisson in a exactly vertical dimension. Next is the eccentric loading. If caisson is tilting in a one side or inserted more in a one side, so the another side we put a load and exactly vertically inserted in a ground. Next type of the pulling of valve. So if caisson is tiltedly fixed, so we first pull out the valve and then after second type insert in a ground. And fourth one is a pushing by jack. So in this figure one jack is provided between the two valve caisson. So if one valve caisson is perfectly inserted vertically in a vertically inserted and the second one is a tilted inserted, so between the two valve, uh, vertical valve and tilted valve, one hydraulic jack is provided, and due to hydraulic jack pressure, tilted valve is vertically fixed. Thank you for listening.